Hello, my wonderful fellow Scorpios. How are you guys doing? Happy birthday this month. Yes, it was mine on Friday, just gone, on the 8th. And I had a very nice day. Just wanted to thank everybody on Facebook and all the emails that I received. I'll go into this in a bit more detail later, though. Anywho, happy birthday to my fellow Scorpios this month. Let me know in the comments how you're spending your day and what you're doing. I'm doing monthlies this month. These are a bit late, so I do apologise. But, yeah, I've not really had time to sort of do a first half and a second half. So I'm going to do that in December. I'm just going to do a monthly for this month. If I get a bit of time later on, in a couple of weeks or so, I might do a bit of an add-on bonus spread for some of you. We'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to catch up at this point. So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio. 12 card spread for the month of November 2019 for Scorpio. Right then, what we got here? Ace of Cups. Oh, sorry, no, wrong way around. Yep, Lovers, Ace of Cups. Right, okay. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Swords reversed. The Tower. Okay. Two of Wands. The Five of Wands. The Two of Swords. Reversed. The Six of Swords reversed. The Knight of Wands reversed. And the Knight of Swords reversed. So, if you're waiting on specific messages to come through this month, or you're waiting on specific information to come through this month, I don't think you're going to get it. Not to say it won't come in December, but it's just saying this month it's a no. I'm going to clarify just a couple of these. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I've definitely got information that you're not getting this month. Right, let's start. Right, so this is progression throughout the month of November. So, you know, this is like early on November leading to end of November. Top row's your crowning position. It's what's on your mind. The middle row is your reality around you. And the bottom row is an explanation, a reason why. So, we've got new love coming in that possibly could lead to commitment. You want commitment, definitely. But I've got this major concern about a previous union that fell apart, which makes you a little bit reluctant to. You want this Ace of Cups, that's why it's in the upright, but you may not actually be taking it. Or you may not even realise it's there to take. I've just got miscommunication all over the shop. Someone may be brewing themselves up to actually maybe say how they feel, which ultimately ends up in a hell of a lot of misunderstandings and miscommunication. There is no wrong end of the stick. It is what it is. It's the initial feeling of falling for someone, and it's usually mutual. But like I say, I think someone's hiding their feelings, if I'm perfectly honest. Whether that's you or them. Because we're not talking about it. It's there, but we're not talking about it. I don't feel like this is a broken union. I'm going to strike that. I think there's a choice between your heart and your head. I think you may realise intuitively that this is what it is and it is mutual. But you don't act on it. Why? Because someone may be acting aloof, I don't know. Or it's just not the right time. Moving forward, that Ace of Swords reversed again. We don't want to acknowledge the truth. We don't want to talk about it. Or you're dealing with somebody who doesn't want to talk about it. And if you take... There's two ways we can go about this. I feel like on the two of Wands... We can either take the hard way or the easy way. The easy way is patience. the hard way is impatience. You know, or should I say other way around? The hard way is patience. It's easier to be impatient. But you could, you know, I look at the Tower and I never see it really as a negative thing. It's all by Scorpio. It is self-destructive, don't get me wrong. But if you and whoever this Ace of Cups represents aren't being clear with each other, aren't being straight with each other, then guess what? Whatever is built on a false foundation anyway, so the Tower has got to come down so that you can rebuild on a fresh foundation. And I don't think that that can be done until two people are actually being clear with each other. Justice always reminds you to do the right thing, whether it goes in your favour or not. Usually pops up to say the right thing's going to happen, whether you like it or not. So that could be an indication to say that tower's going to fall. So that's where this breakdown happens. I've got arguments here. I've got very small gestures being offered. Maybe a small gesture's being offered and it's not what you thought it. You know, it's not what you expected. You wanted more. Maybe there's an argument over that. You take the blindfold off and you actually, well, someone takes the blindfold off for you actually and sort of says, look, yeah, there is this, but we can't for this reason, or we can't for that reason, or we need to wait, or whatever. And I think that by somebody ripping that blindfold straight off you, it just sort of like, right, okay, you're telling me this, but you can't do anything about it. Great, I'm not happy. And I think that because there's mutual feelings here, this angers you even more. And I feel like that's where you do self-destruct. You hit the self-destruct button this month, Scorpio. I think this is where you say to someone, no, it's all or nothing. Which puts a lot of pressure on them. And ultimately helps you tear this tower down. But I think, like I say, the tower's got to come down. Because if you haven't been clear about how you feel about each other before, then yeah, it wasn't built on truth, was it? Because you're hiding something. It's a wonderful thing to hide. For you or for them. You know, this could be on the reverse, totally. But still, what I'm looking at here is a bit of an argument occurring. Because what they're bringing forward isn't the whole truth. You know that there's more. You know that there's more to the reason why more can't be offered. You know, you just don't know what it is. That's why I feel like Scorpio takes a stand and says, right, we're getting out of these dramatic situations. What's going on around you is a lot of inconsistency. Someone not being straight, someone hiding, someone being a bit of a coward in, you know, some sort of way. And, you know, I think that you have to put a stop to it. I don't think you have much of a choice. I think you have to sort of, it's not that you're giving up on anybody. I feel like you just sort of, okay, well, if you're not sure, I'm just going to back off until you are. Because you don't know all the information because you haven't got it. They haven't told you everything. You know, maybe all you've heard is excuses as to why not. This is an excuse, this is an excuse, this is an excuse. You know, Scorpios are very impulsive. If they want something or they fall for someone, that's it. They want it there and then. And they don't care how it happens. They expect it to just happen. But for the other person, that can be quite distressing. And I do have a lot of earth energy here. So especially if they're an earth energy, it's even more distressing. I do have air as well. A lot of air. And I just want to say to some Scorpios, maybe letting the tower fall is the right thing at this time. Because if somebody's not going to cut the excuses out, if somebody's not going to actually sort of do what their heart wants them to do, what else can you do? No, I've got codependency with express your love. It's not the right time to express anything at this point. You just be venturing down codependent routes that aren't going to serve you. Heart-to-heart conversations. And Separation, yeah. Just pop a couple of these on for you, Scorpio. Right, I've got joy, present, and ownership. Think this is you owning your destiny. So yeah, I think that there is with the Ace of Cups being there is definitely that love there. There is definitely those loving feelings between two people here. They want to express their love. I feel like just expressing the fact that they may have feelings for each other is a lot on its own. So that's why I feel like Spirit's saying, look, if we start delving into the big L word, we're sort of creating a bit of codependency here that could lead to toxicity later down the line. We need to keep, nothing's in stone at this point. Nothing's set in stone at this point. You want it, but it's not occurring. And that's where I feel like this heart-to-heart conversation is. And maybe you do have this very mutual conversation with this person. This is how I feel. This, you know, they're like, this is how I feel, you know. But then there's all the excuses as to why not. For some of you, the excuses, you know, what lies behind them are every reason to walk away from this person. And for others, I feel like for another half of Scorpios, the excuses are just because somebody fears change. They fear commitment. They fear opening up to what the possibilities of this really could be. So you could be dealing with somebody who's just scared and making excuses because they're scared. So, you know, that's where I feel like, look, maybe the separation point is needed, you know. What's the old saying? Absence makes the heart grow fonder, I suppose. And if it does, and it makes somebody think, then maybe it's all for the best. But if there is no change, you need to, if you're in this situation, Scorpio, you need to have a reasonable time frame. I always recommend reasonable time frames. You know, if nothing's sort of actually occurring within, I'd say 3 months. If nothing's actually going down the right track within 3 months, then yeah, walk away. I feel like for some of you, it's already been 3 months, if not a lot longer. I think if somebody doesn't get over themselves, drop the lies or drop the excuses or whatever, then this probably isn't going to work, despite the fact that there are true feelings there. I feel like someone's afraid. Someone's very afraid. Someone's a bit of a workaholic as well. I don't know if I'm getting that, but that might be you, Scorpio, actually. Whichever way it goes, you've got a difficult decision this month. And a bit of a bumpy ride. I always say they're forewarned is forearmed. Let's be honest. There are feelings there. But for a lot of you, it won't be enough until somebody actually acts on those feelings in a reasonable way, without excuses. I think if you keep getting met with the same excuses over and over, you have to question, is there inconsistency to the point where they're up to no good? Or is there just a lot of fear? And try not to have rose-tinted glasses when you're deciphering the two. Okay? My wonderful Scorpios. I'm going to leave that there. If anyone wants personal reading, my email address is at the bottom of the screen. I do have availability this week. If you're catching this today that I'm recording it on the 11th, I'm going to be doing a Monday Fun Day later on tonight. So please do join me then, and I will explain the 2-week absence as well that I've had from YouTube. But yeah, I'm going to go back to normal next month in December and do your first half and your second half. Right, I'll leave that there, my darlings. You take care again. Happy birthday for this month for the Scorps. Speak soon. Bye for now.